Welcome to another episode of the Shop Walk here at Iconic Motorbikes. Today is Thursday, September 12th, and we're gonna mix things up a little bit because variety is the spice of life. We're here with Gray Van Dyke, the man behind the auction site, as well as our main photographer here, and he is shooting one of the most incredible motorcycles that Iconic has ever had the pleasure of listing. This is a Ducati V4 Superleggera. So he's getting some detail shots and that kind of thing. He's also, in the next day or two, gonna get some real tasty feature photos that we'll use as part of the poster series of photography that we do here. So if this is the kind of bike that you wanna have on your wall, well, he's about to make that happen. So thank you, sir. Just 18 miles on that beauty over there. Here's some of the other bikes that Gray is gonna be shooting today/tomorrow. Over here, second year Honda Goldwing, 1976. You know what, that one, I apologize, that one's already been shot, that's a different story. But yeah, the Goldwing there, that'll be going up on our auction site. This Ducati 748 is going up on our auction site. Originally a biposto, been converted to a monoposto. That's actually an original owner bike, which is pretty impressive considering how old it is. This, we'll go here, I guess. Another Superleggera, the same owner of that V4 has this gorgeous 1299. I mentioned that the V4 has just 18 miles. This one has a little bit more, but it's still less than 100. So same thing, this will be going up on the auction site very soon, and just an incredible piece of engineering. Also, my God, if you ride one of these, you have to have really thick pants because it will burn your inner thighs. Last bike out here, which is worth a mention, this gorgeous Suzuki. Let me lift it off the side stand so you can get a better angle on it. It's a VJ21 RGV 250, the two-stroke of course, and it's a Pepsi bike. So the bodywork on this verified to be OEM, but we're gonna do a little research, try to confirm with the VIN and that kind of thing to see if it's actually one of the proper Pepsi tribute bikes, which we have sold here before. And so we're gonna do some more research on that. If you can see, I was looking at this bike with Ollie earlier, and this is it's a caricature of Kevin Schwantz. I don't think it's a very good one, but that is kind of the what they used. Other things to note: you got your Taiga exhaust, and then if you come on this side, good sir, one last thing here: the remote adjustment for the shock. They they found an old Pepsi soda can and wrapped it around her to make it look like a soda can, which is cute. Making our way this way, some bikes you've seen in previous shop walks, that Aprilia Tuono, that'll be going up for sale. It's something that Gray's gonna shoot. My X track bike, that's something that Gray's gonna shoot. Again, you should see a lot of things that are familiar to you. That Triumph was just on our auction site today, did not meet reserve, but we're talking to the high bidders to see if we can work something out. This Yamaha Cycle World Attack Performance race bike, that sold on our auction site a few weeks ago. That's actually going to our friends at the Barber Motorcycle Museum, which we're really excited about. Because it's Barber and they're awesome, and we will be there in October, so in a few weeks, for some armor racing and for the Vintage Fest. This is a very cool Yamaha FZR 400, which is currently on the auction site, and the reserve is met, so that will find a new home. This TM Supermoto 450 just sold to a gentleman who also bought an HP4 race from us, and he's not to oversimplify things, but he's coming to pick up his HP4, and he was kind of like, well, my trailer has room for 2 bikes, so what else should I grab? So he got that TM. All right, Angel is out today. Thursday is his normal day off. I'm gonna kill the fan just for a moment for the audio for purposes. Hello, good sir. Yanni's working on a couple of bikes here. That CX500 we were talking about. This Kawasaki is an interesting thing. Let's spend a moment here. Once we're finally at the shop part of the shop walk. This is a 2008 Kawasaki ZX-10R, and if it looks like it's been stolen, that's because it was. This is one of those things, Ollie and Steve and I were kind of having a philosophical discussion about this earlier. I'm curious about your thoughts in the comments. It's just one of those things where it's a buddy of ours that's over at Alpine Stars. Really good guy. Unfortunately, this bike was stolen. It meant a lot to him. For the amount of money he's gonna have to put into it to make it a runner. I mean, Yanni's just spent the last 3 hours of your life, it feels like, getting water and stuff out of the fuel tank and other things. And you can look at the wiring situation. Anytime a bike gets stolen, it's just a bummer. And you can just see from the general dirt situation, this bike has seen better days. So yeah, could you whatever money he's going to spend on it right now, could you just go buy a 2008 ZX-10R in better shape and go ride it? Yes, obviously. But sometimes you just have an emotional connection to a bike. There's been a few bikes in my life where I've been in a similar situation, so I'm not going to judge, but I do have a lot of sympathy for him. I feel bad. So this is not going to be a quick project for you, unfortunately, my friend. But it will be, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to have a very, very happy customer, and that's really what matters. So there you go. This is a 2008, like I said, Kawasaki ZX-10R, and you'll probably see it on several episodes of the Shop Walk coming up. Thank you, buddy. Yes, sir. Going over here to Ollie. Ollie's got a Ducati Passo on his lift, and I mean, look, everyone's got different tastes in bikes. I'm but one person. But I don't like the way these things look. No, I don't. Why are you surprised?
I just figured you'd do it.
You've seen the way I dress, and you know I have no style. Yeah.
It's so obscure.
It is.
Right up your street.
It is obscure, which is up my street. There are things from a technical standpoint that I really do appreciate about this bike, but I want to. No, I forget that. I mean, most of my bikes are BMWs and Hondas and things like that. I don't own any Ducatis, I just have my Bimoto, which has a Ducati motor. But with all that, ignoring Ollie's sass, for me personally, the thing about this bike that I wish I could see more of the frame, the motor, the stuff that makes it a motorcycle versus a flying spaceship. Now, with that said, there's a lot of stuff to like about this. One, this is one of the limited editions. They only made 50 of these, and they were all sold in the United States. This one has 12,000 miles. It's actually owned by Corey, our transport manager, and he just did a ride on Sunday, or maybe this Sunday or a week ago. But he just, he did a ride on it to make sure everything's okay before he sells it on our auction site. Can I put you on the spot? What are you doing? What does it need?
Just a few things, brake fluid.
Okay, minor stuff, fluids and that kind
of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So we're gonna make ssure that's. Yes, yeah. Corey did some of the work himself, and then I guess maybe some more advanced. Whatever he didn't want to do, that was your problem. Yeah. That's a team spirit right there. So there you go, the Ducati Passo with the "who needs to see through a windscreen" design right there. And lastly, we got Steve the Professor, who is doing some paperwork. Good for you. I'm gonna kill your fan. Well, that didn't work. This is great video content. I unplugged it. Here we go. There's a switch. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that. Steve is working on a VFR, looks like a 750?
700.
700. Thank you very much. Look at this paint job, 87. Actually, it's hard to look at this paint job, and you know why? It's got a really hard, I mean, this is such a great period mod. This, what would you call it? A fairing bra, basically, from Lockhart Phillips.
If I take that off, I'm going to find all kinds of things underneath. I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so you can see from Lockhart Phillips, and that guy over there, Kelly, one of the guys that runs the shop here, he actually, he used to work at Lockhart Phillips, ran R&D for them. Is that fair? Is that correct? That is correct. And this is one of the things he came up with. So if you have any complaints, reach out to Kelly.
40 years ago.
40 years ago, yeah. But it's kind of cool to see this sort of thing. And you can see they got the mesh panels here to make sure that the vents are still getting airflow and that kind of thing. So the owner of this brought it here, asked us to bring it back to life, make it a runner, and that's what Steve's up to. I am not tall enough to see how many miles are on this, but I'm sure we'll talk about it on another episode coming soon. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.